Research shows that over 35% of adults have experienced emotional manipulation in close relationships, but most don't recognize it until they've lost trust in their own judgment. Those who catch it early recognize recurring behavioral patterns. 1. Love bombing. Someone comes on strong right from the start. Constant texts, big compliments. They want to see you every day. You're their favorite person they've ever met, and it's only been 2 weeks. They're showering you with attention, gifts, promises about your future together. It feels intense but amazing. Here's what's actually happening. They're creating emotional dependency fast. Research on narcissistic manipulation shows this excessive early affection establishes trust quickly, so the next phase can start. You're not falling in love. You're being set up. 2. Gaslighting. You bring up something that hurt you. They look at you like you're crazy. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. That didn't happen. You were certain about what happened, but now you're doubting yourself. Maybe you are overreacting. Maybe your memory is off. Studies on gaslighting show it's designed to make you question your own reality, your perceptions, your sanity. And it works. You stop trusting yourself and start relying on their version of events. That's the point. 3. The hot-cold cycle. Last week, they couldn't get enough of you. Constant attention, affection, reassurance. This week, they're distant, cold, barely responding. You're scrambling to figure out what you did wrong. Then, without warning, they're back. Affectionate, apologetic. Things are amazing again. Research on intermittent reinforcement shows that unpredictable patterns of affection create stronger psychological attachment than consistent behavior. Over time, this pattern activates the brain's reward system in addiction-like ways. You're not chasing love. You're chasing the relief of them coming back. Your brain's hooked on the highs after the lows. 4. Flipping the script. You finally work up the courage to confront them about something they did. They deny it. Then they attack. You're too sensitive. You're the one with trust issues. You're the one causing problems. And somehow, 5 minutes later, you're the one apologizing. You're comforting them. This tactic has a name. DARVO. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. Research shows manipulators use this to evade accountability by making you feel like the perpetrator while they play the victim. You came in with a valid concern. You left feeling guilty. 5. Triangulation. They constantly mention other people. Their ex who really understood them. Their coworker who's so supportive. Their friend who said you're being unreasonable. They're not just making conversation. Studies on manipulation tactics show triangulation creates competition and insecurity. You're trying to prove you're better than people who aren't even part of your relationship. They post photos with someone else, then disappear for days. You feel jealous, insecure, desperate for reassurance. That's exactly what they want. You're competing for validation they're deliberately withholding. 6. Moving the goalposts. You work hard to meet their expectations. You do exactly what they asked, and it's still not enough. Actually, that's not what they meant. They need something else now. The requirements keep changing. You're exhausted, constantly falling short of standards that shift every time you reach them. Research on psychological manipulation shows this keeps victims in a state of perpetual effort and inevitable failure. You're not failing. The game is rigged. 7. Isolation. Your friends don't get it. They don't understand the relationship. Your family causes drama. They don't see how hard you're trying. Slowly, you're spending less time with other people, more time with them. It feels like it's just happening naturally, but it's not. Studies on coercive control show manipulators systematically distance victims from support systems. They create scheduling conflicts. They subtly criticize your people. They make you choose, and eventually, it's just you and them. That's not love. That's strategy. These tactics work because they're subtle. They don't show up all at once. They creep in slowly until dysfunction starts feeling normal. But once you see the patterns, you can't unsee them. Your gut's been trying to tell you something. Trust it. If this made you rethink relationships in your life, hit like and subscribe. Because we're exploring more ways psychology shapes how you connect with others.